Great and beautiful morning, afternoon, and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 191 edition of Investdata Trading Academy live with Ambrose. Yes, this is the second trading day of the week. I will tell you that the market globally and here is in a mixed dimension, a mixed sentiment as we speak now. You can see that the matured market, yes, can say that fear of no expected speech from the central bank's governors, as they are having what we call a symposium titled Central Bank Independent, that is the occasion organized by Reka Bank. These are the what is expected to happen today to shape the market. As we speak now, I tell you that investors around the globe in this market are tense already just to see what the outcome will look like. But the good thing is that as they are waiting to hear the speech today from these governors of central bank from of Japan, Bank of Japan, Canada, and the chairman of Fed in US. These are people who are likely to also to speak in this event. But as we speak now, I tell you, all eyes are also on economic data that expect to start hitting US as from Thursday, looking at inflation figure for the month of December, and that yesterday we saw that the kind of purchasing manager index for Germany was positive. All these are mixed trend, and also China reopening its border again for full access. That also have changed the dynamics in the market as we speak now. Some markets are really down because waiting for us, while some are already entering a bullish run. When I mean a bullish run, like Asia market now to speak now, have entered a bull market because I will tell you from the October dip to date, the market has also gained about 20%. That confirmed that the market in that zone, Asia market, has entered a bull market. But while that of US and Europe market are still missed as we speak now. It tells you that these events are happening and also shaping the market. Like I always say that as investor, you don't just watch the market and the market will take you up and down. As the market oscillates like this, market also creating opportunity for those that has what designing eyes. And that's why I always tell you that as a investor or trader, you should know how to combine your technical and your fundamental analysis so that you know the right time to take position. As all eyes are on this today speech that will come from the chairman of Fed and others, this is what is shaping the market as we speak now. But the good thing I've said earlier that US market and European market as we speak are still in mix. That is that it opened slightly down, while some indicators in that also are looking slightly green also as we speak now. But the good thing is that at the end of the expected speech, that will also give direction where this market will be going as from today. But the good thing is that this pullback in this market offers investors an opportunity to go to buy into into good stock after the market has also kind of started the week on a positive note. That means this sentiment shift is what drive what volatilities and at the same time create opportunity of what to buy opportunity into the market. But as an investor, you should know how to use your fundamental, as I said earlier, and your TA to know how to position right now as we speak. Because this volatility down here also, if you look at what is happening in the African market, yes, we're also in mixed trend. But down here, look at NGS. NGS this morning has also opened on a slight green. But as we speak now, that pull back again. The same stock that have been driving this market in the last few days now, especially Airtel Africa, is going to move up and down. This volatility that tells you that where the market is coming up to go. Yesterday, we saw Airtel gaining, putting the market also about almost 1% up. This morning, as we speak now, after market have started slightly in the green, Airtel has also pulled back the market down. But the good news is that you look at the market breadth at this hour here to know what is happening in a market. That's why, as an investor, always know what to do when you're at the market. But like I said today, what I want to look at today, as an investor, when you want to analyze your stock using your fundamental, yes, you want to look at the trend of the earnings that you want to invest in. After we have seen the economic activity, the economic fundamental is very, very important. But as investor, you want to look at the sector where is the economy and the sector that is benefiting from the trend where the cycle of the economy where we are and position there. But for people that are using TA, that are technical, want to look at what is the market also fundamental. Market fundamental, I mean that is there liquidity in the market? What for Israeli market fundamental is this liquidity most, and also look at the earnings as part of market fundamental to see where the earnings going. Then you now go to a chart to look at the psychology and the sentiment of these people in the market. Like this one, I said, just sentiment has shift. Market opening yesterday globally on a green. But this morning, because of the expected speech and also economic data they're expecting to come from from tomorrow Thursday for US to look at their to see their consumer price index, and also why here in Nigeria we're looking at to see our consumer price index report by next week and from next week. You see, these are the things shaping the market, and also don't forget, also we're looking forward to see here in Nigeria to see the Q4 data for GDP for us to know what the but from the data we're seeing, we might look like yes, we might see positive GDP because we have seen for almost last 3 quarter, the last quarter of the 3 months, last quarter of the year, we saw that what we call a potential private index that mentioned the private sector activities that expanded for that period. That might see a better number, and that also might find worth also impacting the GDP positively. These are the things we're going to see at the end of the day. These are what will shape the market between now and what and the election period. But I believe that if we get it right, like we're already hearing that they might likely postpone the election because of insecurity, but that will not affect the market. But this is not the first time they're postponing election in Nigeria. It was done in 2019, also 2015. That means we know the trend because toward that period, they want to make sure that there is no security, that people can come out and vote. That means if we're trying to address it now, for me, it's not a big problem. But what you want to look at what is happening in the market to see what is the psychology of the people. You know that the trend in our market was structural have changed because of what the whole structure of the market. We'll have more local players and also the institutional player in the market, holding the market for us. And also, we also, the retail investors and others also playing. We see that market has remained, in a good momentum and a good uptrend. You can see that the situation we're seeing is part of what we're going to buy, especially as the reward season is around the corner. When I mean reward season, any season that come with a corporate action. These are the things that are keeping the market up. And also, if the election goes successfully at the end of the day, between now and end of March, or end of Q1, we must also see the go post election rally. These are things you should have in mind. But also we are looking at to see the outcome of MPC meeting. But this MPC meeting, we're going to see, likely as people are also projecting in the mature economy that we're not seeing, I said yesterday, aggressive rate hike. That means we might see either 50 basic points hike to either to 17% or 25 basic points, depending on, because if government have just signed in budget have been signed into law by president, and we're hearing that yes, government is going to increase borrowing, and this borrowing will be by way of CBN ways and means. If that happens, automatically those that are also expecting that we're going to see much rate hike right that will also impact the fixed income market might not be there. If they're going to borrow from CBN, we know how much they borrow so far. The only good thing that this will be counterproductive if they're going to borrow to government and you want to control inflation, you want to come money in the circulation back to the banks, and you're also creating borrowing government, and what government borrow from CBN. You can see that the rate, can see as a minimum rate they borrow from CBN, and they pay when they are ready. But I believe that we have to think twice at this point. If they are going to insist on borrowing from central bank, that means might not see rate hike, because they know that if there's a rate hike and they're going to borrow from the public, especially from the market, that will also cost the government a lot also to service debt. Actually, at this as we speak now, we have already have a high service cost of servicing our debt is high. I believe these are the things that might likely also support equity market if government decide CBN not to keep rate change going forward and keep it flat. That also might not see a jump in rate in the fixed income market that will also move money away from it. That means you as an investor, you need to keep your eyes on what is happening. As all eyes are looking to see the inflation figure for December, and at the same time to see the outcome of MPC meeting within this month, again towards the end of the month, and also start seeing corporate action, especially in February. And now we're looking to see unaudited account in this month of January. By next week, we see some company rolling out with their what unaudited account hitting the market because they have only just 1 month. By next week, we're already entering around the middle of the month. For that, I'll start seeing this earnings hitting the market. That will also give a direction where the market is going. And also, if you want to really Also analyze the market, you must identify the market pattern and also the traditional pattern of the market. You analyze it when you analyze the market, which you're going to do today. Also, basically, you must also note any breakout around the corner or ahead. Or you want to find out, is there any breakout around the corner? You need to look at your chart to confirm it. Okay, is there a strong support level that market will touch and it will rebound? These are the things you also guide when you are doing your word analysis. Take time and look at your chart. Don't just rush into position without looking at it. I said that fundamental will be good at all time, but the right price to buy and right price to sell is what your QA, your TA will give you the technical analysis. Make sure that you combine these two when you are taking your investment decision. Yes, back to our market now to speak. If you look at the market this hour, our market is in red. When I mean in red, if you quickly look at the chart here where I'm putting my cursor, you can see that there's a pullback of almost the same, we'll call it a bearish engulfing, because it's all covering what the market gained yesterday. You can see the green and the blue. More likely, so in the technical analysis, we call it a bearish engulfing, almost covering what the market gained yesterday. Market is down as we speak now by 461.95 basic point, trading at 51,231.10, down by 0.9%. I tell you that this is the position of the market looking at the index. But if you look at the market breadth, yes, you can see that marginally was having a positive market breadth. 7 gainers against 6 losers as we speak now. 7 gainers against 6 losers. If you look at the losing chart now, chart, you can see that the top 5 losers are Honeywell losing about 5.5%, followed by Africa 4.3% down, then FTN Cocoa 3.7 down. You can also see Academic Press also 3.2 down, and the Mansard ASA Mansard Insurance also down by what? By 1.0%. These are the losers as we speak at this hour. And if you look at the gainer chart, like I said, we're very marginal positive breadth. Then you can see that ICO is leading the pack with a 5% up, followed by Japan Gold 3.4% up. You can see International Brewery also 3.2%, and the Computer Warehouse Group also up by 2.9, and the Transcorp also 2.6% up as we speak. These are the the gainers, the top gainers. As I mentioned, there are 6, there are 7, while the losers are at 6. Then if you look at the stocks traded, high volume traded stock as we speak now, as all eyes are also looking at the earnings to start coming this period. I'll tell you that FBN Holding is also leading this morning with in volume about 60.75 million shares traded, followed by Boa Cement at 96 naira, trading about 30.4 million shares at this hour. FTN Cocoa 6.2 million shares, GT Code 4.8 million shares, and Transcorp 3.9 million shares as we speak at this moment. This is the market position in terms of what is happening right now as we speak in the market. For me, this is a good thing for the market. Market is, for me, it is not what we should panic for. We know that this trend also create opportunity when you see volatility at this rate at the middle or approaching the peak of any season in our market. For me, it's a good one. So that this oscillation will create opportunity for you to buy, because the more you see stock pulling back or oscillating, you catch it at the low price and also try to also exit at the peak or at the high of that price. So that this is how to trade at this point. You don't need to panic in the market. Like I've said, the inflation figure will also give a direction as far as most of the return in terms of yield for most of the equity are within between 7% average, 6.5 to almost 13 in terms of yield. For me, the average in the market is about 6.5. While you can see that the highest yield in the market is around 14% as we speak now. That guys will to tell you exactly where the market is and what to do, and to have a shorter period to make these returns. And that, if as I said earlier, if in the next either TB option, the rate continue to decline, and government also trying to borrow at this time, because if you look at the budget that was signed into law, I see that a very huge deficit budget that you need to buy. If they move to the market with that amount of deficit, I think it will crowd out other players in the market. I think that's why they are looking the way of using the CBN ways and means. If that happens, that is that might see likely more funds coming to equity. Don't forget that the banks also have access to that means and ways also to borrow. Then I believe that this will shape the market. And if we are looking to a credit economy that we're hearing from the from the presidential candidates of different parties, and also the banks also ready to do that. Encourage banks to give loan. If that happen, we expect to see growth. For banks to give loan and make money, I think also rate is very important. That's why we're normal likely to see a good rate, high, aggressive rate hike this period. If that happen, that was going to typhoon what kind of the growth expected. Don't forget that despite we're not in recession, we're not seeing growth in our GDP. In the last 4 quarters have been on a decline, but stay in green. If we want to change that narrative, we need to also look at what is happening. Yes, you might say that globally, because also the crude oil price going to oscillate, we're seeing that inflation has started moderating in some of the mature economy, and we're seeing that oil has remained below $90 all this while. But we expect that because of EU also going to their cap for Russia oil in February, we might see a change then, but as we speak now, we might likely to see this continue. And don't forget also, if there's any movement in oil price, we might also be that being a beneficiary as from going to the future if we sustain our production as not like we are seeing in the last 7 months, the output we do was the highest, here for the month of December. I mean, if that trend is sustained in this new year, that will be good for the economy. Yes, we want to look at the market now. Technically, what is market doing? We need to look at our charts here. Let's call all our indicators up as usual to see what is happening in the market. For those that called yesterday for the stocks that are entering a buy range, I want to appreciate you all. Yes, that is why some of them that called are still in the buy and sell the new package, while few are still not there, but they're able to make move because of what? Because they want to take it. That is how you as a trader investor, two good days better than one. As we guide you, because this is what we do. Then for you to take advantage of it, try and subscribe to what the jumbo pack that was still subscribing, but it has between now and end of this quarter for it to go back to the normal price. For me, I will encourage you that you take advantage of the discount or the kind of the package that we have now, so that you can take advantage of it. If not, at the end of this quarter, you go back to the normal price. You know what the price is for these products, and I will encourage you to take advantage of it for this period, and also get yourself register or subscribe as this. Let's quickly look at the change this thing to H, our T line, because it's very important to us. The market is becoming very volatile. You want to look at what you are seeing to guide you to make informed decisions, so that you also at the end of the day will be in for good work, for good decision. Money flow, yes, and also the next one is our oscillator. Yeah, this is very important. Very important. That's why I'm calling it up. The good thing is that you can see that that's why it's good to always know what you are doing in the market. If you see where the market is now, you can see that the market remains strong. I'm looking at the index action still trading up, even as it pulled back this morning, and that is still trading above the trend line slightly. You can see it here. And money flow has crossed looking down across the 90 down around the 86, still strong but looking down. But one thing that you inform me that the market, because of the pullback we're seeing now here, because the market has gone down to the region where your eyes also be looking at what will happen from here. And for you that see that market also continue the uptrend, if all these high capital continue to appreciate, and also start seeing the monetary account for fourth quarter 2022 in the market from next week. And I believe that it is when the market has broken down this T line, but at this point, you can still keep your eyes in the market. Don't panic out of your position. For those that are panicking because they are saying, saying that the market has entered over food over both region now down, but you can see why you should keep calm. That even at this point, market is here, it's about to turn up. Yeah, people say this is called oversold region. Fine. If market at the corridor, there's no cause for it to fear. And still, at oversold region, market has still remain above the T line. Tells that the market is still very strong. That you need to also keep your eyes on the market. There's no cause for alarm as we speak. If you look at the index on the 1 hour chart, also give you an insight what is happening as we speak now. On the 1 hour chart, because of the pullback, you can see that the market is below the T line here on the 1 hour chart. You can also No money flow is already below 50, it's around 49. We're trying to side trend here. I mean, any uptrend, but you can see in between that the market is between 48 and 50 in terms of momentum on a 1 hour chart. This literally strength in the market on a 1 hour chart, but this what we call the index action has come below what below the T line on a 1 hour chart. I tell you, for those that read daily trading, you need to look at the 1 hour chart and 45 minutes is very, very key. No, but if you want to take profit, I also look at your 15 minutes chart. But as to speak now, I see that the market index can go back and look at the 15-minute chart now. If you can see that the farther also, you see the market also down from the T line, the weighted that it will still come back up here. So that is why if you look at the money flow, it's already below 10, and also see that it's at oversold region. You can see it here, and don't forget, look at this point, anytime the market got to this point, what you see a rebound, and that is possible. It's already at that point. That means market is likely to look up, and once they come up and break out again, that is also a new trend will continue. Mark also I say that you need to do what your multiple, your multiple time frame when you are looking at what the chart at any given time is very, very important. Back to a day chart for the market. Then you want to look at few stock now as to speak to see where they are going. And these are stocks that are in the market for now as to speak now. Let's start from those dominating on the on the on the activity charts. Let's quickly look at the FBNH. What is happening there? Before we to ICO, look at FBNH. FBNH. If you notice that recently we have seen volume in that stock, you want to ask yourself, this volume in this stock, where it's coming from, where the stock going. You're able to ask yourself the question. If you look at this chart now, you can see that for me, this stock is still very, very on a bullish channel. You can see it here, a touchdown here, sorry, a touchdown here, yeah, touchdown here. You can see it here, a touchdown here. You can see that this is a sharp one, and whenever I touch the lower trend line, it bounced back and see that it tested it, went up. It's at that region too. Once it go up again, but if it break out, that's not now a breakdown of this trend. Means another downtrend. But since it's within the channel, there's no cause for alarm. And also don't forget that this place has become a strong resistance level here, and here now for the stock. Once it break out the 12 naira of 1160, that is where you now see another new uptrend that will continue in the stock. For me, there is no cause for alarm for what for this stock as to speak now in the market. Investors should just keep their eyes on the stock. It's very, very important. Very, very important, so that you get the whole thing, get the whole gist in the market with ease, because this is what is happening right away in the market. I believe that investors should not panic. One, because market is still very, very in order. There's no cause for alarm at all, despite the pullback we just saw as a result of what Ether pulling back. I'm just trying to connect to the chart again, like it was sorry for that. Well, don't look at what is happening in FBN. Want to quickly look at what is also happening in Boa Cement before we go to ICO and other gainers chart. Let's look at what is happening there. It's very, very important. This one will change to what to 8. For me, the, the factor shaping the market for this first quarter remain very, very strong, and in fact that means all eyes are on these numbers, these earnings that will start in the market, especially the unaudited account, and first of all in the market to give investors an insight what they should expect from from these companies at the end of the day, because these figures we're expecting, the financials will tell us the strength of dividend likely to also come from this company. Yes, we have put the market back chart back. We could look at the Boasman to see where the stock is going from here with the volume. This is the Boasman on a daily chart. As speed now is trading below the T line. After touching as high as almost 99, then 98 before pulling back. You can see it here around 96. As we speak now, it's below the T line. And you can see the money flow is looking down around 81. And also, you can see the momentum has come to a level that is low to confirm when all our eyes start to be on what on this uptrend as expected any moment from now. You can see that whenever it comes to this level, what you see is and we're already seeing a sign here. Once it crossed up again, and that will be when the earnings will come, and also the human of bonus if it will come with what the end of the year. Because as we speak now, there was no meeting for to cancel what the on share in Boa Smith. If that is not cancelled and it is provided to bonus and it comes with the with the full year result, you can see where that stock will go. These are the things you also keep your eyes on. Yes, let's quickly look at the GT code that's also on that active, the most active traded stock. That's a volume. Before we quickly, spot of our time, still have like 2 3 minutes. Let's look at GT code and see what that stock is doing now and where it's going from here. That will help for those that are in that position to know exactly what to do. Like I said, the stock that still have a opportunity for you to buy, they are still very strong intact. And some of them inch up of yesterday and were expect also ahead of the result. If you want to take advantage of those stock, quickly also call or send them. Quickly also call. Quickly also call or send them. Quickly also call or send. Send your chat, send the SMS or chat up our numbers, either my own or my colleague numbers, so that they will give you info on those stuff. They have it already. But if you are those still in buy and sell signal, nothing stop you to log back in and see those stuff as you speak. It's very, very important. So that at the end of the day, you will be in for it. This is how to take advantage of it. That's why I said, I started with it by saying you must know how to do it yourself. And next tomorrow, sorry, I'll be talking about the tools you need to take advantage of what doing it yourself, and especially at this peak of any season. If you know that tools you're going to use, how you going to use those tools, and that is what we want to discuss more on some technical indicators you want to use, or also tools that will also help you to work to make informed of which of these tools, which of these instruments are your friend. You need to know them so that you can know how to take advantage of. Then looking at GT code now, GT code even pulling back for 2 days, I can see it here on a daily chart. It has not broken down the word. The T line. I can see that the momentum is relatively strong. You can see that money flow is here around the 81. No, for me it's a good one. Let's watch, but I know that this stock will show a band very soon. You can see that it has been trading below. Even when it tested down, the next they come up. You can see that also will maintain going forward. Even when it's trading almost on top of T line, you can see that the momentum indicator is going down, but still very strong. Was above 50. For me, there's no cause for alarm for GT code. If you look at GT code for 1 hour chart too, I see that 1 hour chart is also most likely below also the T line. I can see on the 1 hour chart it's already turning green little on 1 hour chart. I can see where it is to show that turning up is very, very important to speak, and slightly below what the 50. These are the things you should also master when you are charting. Yes, people, let's go to ICO. Let's see what is happening in ICO and transfer before we call it again. Today, these are the two local stock what to look at now. This is our ICO and what and transport. Let's look at them together before we call it a day. ICO on 1 hour chart, you can see that it is below the T line on 1 hour chart. Try to come up, there was a good sign we're seeing here. It's a positive sign we're seeing here. You can see the sign we're seeing here. What is doing. Even if you look at ICO very well, the 1 hour chart is above the T line. This was at yesterday. Sorry, as at the last hour, but current 1 hour, you can see that it is up slightly here, that around 63 kobo. This is the 1 hour. It came down, but it's up now, which is also good. Our money flow is also looking up, even as that's going down again. You can see where we are seeing a momentum where it is. This is good that one momentum comes above here. That will tell you it's a good one to look at. But 1 hour chart will give us a clear picture. But 1 hour chart, I like it's still oscillating. You can see that we are seeing almost two bullish, bearish candlestick here on the 1 hour chart, on the day chart, sorry. And that day chart is that we need to keep our eyes here. But I tell you, as we speak now, the stock is slightly below the T line. But let's keep our finger crossed. Our money flow is looking down around 80, even 80, and also the momentum is also slowing down for ICO. The last one I look at the transport before we finally leave the class for today and look forward for tomorrow by God grace. Transcorp for me is a stock that you should watch on a 1 hour chart. Look at it. You can see for the last 4 trading days, the stock has been above the T line. Good one. And money flows within 60 to 61. Looking up and consider where it's going now. Actually, this is stock to watch. This for a day chart. If you look at the 1 hour chart, on 1 hour chart, the same thing. In the last 2 hours, the stock has been strong in terms of momentum. You can see what is happening. Money flow is still looking up, and momentum is also getting better and also trending. But for me, it's a good one for Transcorp and ICO. Watch these stocks and also other. But I tell you, for those stocks that we have just mentioned that have that I think that they are buy rate and also a bull base, a bull base that also give you an uptrend. You need to also call somebody that don't call. Like when I was saying, send SMS, so that the line at the same time you can equally know what to do and also go and take action. This year is I'm also preaching do it yourself. That's why tomorrow I'll show you some tools you're going to use. Technical I will help you to take information if you have your tools. But this is part of what I'm preparing for this year. If you want to make money, as you are regarding your education, you are training, you are learning, you are sharing information, you need the tools to take advantage of any opportunity that comes to the market. Thank you and God bless you. See you tomorrow and enjoy the rest of your trading day.